Let's begin with a Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Take seats.
Hi. So here we are. December is here and so is the cold. As promised when you started this program, once it got cold, you would be in the home stretch towards finishing up your Fire Academy program and many steps closer to beginning your chosen career as a firefighter. Granted, thanks to COVID, we get to see you again in January to complete technical rescue. But all things considered in 2020, we are so happy to have you here today, having completed your North Carolina firefighter certification, and for many of you, your EMT certification as well. For families watching this, I'm Michelle Bauer, the new Dean of Continuing Education and Workforce Development Programs at Sandhills. However, I've been the Director of Fire and Rescue for the past 8 years. It has been an honor and a pleasure to work with such an amazing group of instructors, public safety personnel, and students to play a small part in ensuring they receive the training and certifications they need to be prepared for their jobs and serve their communities. It's hard to believe that I stand before the graduating class of Fire Academy 15. We have over 150 students that graduated before this class, and I am proud to see them out working and serving their communities in various fire departments locally and regionally. I expect the same from the students sitting before me today. This class is unique and impressive in many ways. They made a choice to enroll and attend a program during a global pandemic with many unknowns and constant challenges, and they have come through it despite a start and a pause for a few weeks, and despite having to wear masks many hours a day. They have already proven they have the commitment and passion this profession takes to serve their departments and communities well in the future. I have heard from various instructors throughout the past few months what a solid group of students this academy has, and truly look forward to where their paths take them in the future. I always like to say thank you to the family and friends that have supported these students during their time at Sandhills. It is a full-time commitment that can only be accomplished with your support at home. You are a huge part of their success, and for that, we say thank you. Additionally, our program is successful because of the contributions, commitments, and dedication of our instructor staff and support from local fire departments. I think it is always important to recognize Chad Thomason, Fire Academy Director, coordinators Forrest Cox, Rusty Stewart, Adam Ferguson, and Donnie Smith, and EMT instructors Daniel Hunt, Nick S., and Emily Gunter. They are the regularly scheduled instructors and coordinators in the firefighter and EMT classes, and they provide continuity and quality of instruction so very important to this program. Our local fire departments provide unending support like equipment and volunteer opportunities to our program and students, and we are so very thankful for their partnership. Congratulations, Fire Academy 15. You have made it to the cold weather. You have done well so far, and I expect you to do well moving forward into your careers. Make us proud. And this isn't goodbye, it's see you in a few weeks. At this time, I would like to ask Jacob Jones to come up and offer our invocation. Thank you.
Bow your heads. Dear Lord Heavenly Father, thank you for being with us throughout this whole academy and watching over us and our families while we have been away. And may you be with us throughout the rest of our careers, and may you watch over us forever. Amen.
How's everybody? Great. I actually wrote stuff down for this one. For those of you watching at home, my name's Chad Thomason, and I'm the director of the Fire Academy. It's my great honor and privilege to get to work with these people. Maybe not every day, but as much as I can, but not as much as I would like. We have a great group of instructors that have worked tirelessly to prepare you for your careers, and I know they've done a great job with it, and you guys will go out and be successful. With every academy, since the first one, I've tried to find a word to describe the academy as a whole. And for your group, with everything you've been through, all the challenges that you've overcome, the uncertainty with a lot of things from day one, there were so many words that came to mind. Adaptability, typify, so many things that describe you as firefighters. Some with experience coming in, some without. But the one I kind of settled on, because it seemed like it was a topic of a lot of conversations, or at least it was included in a lot of conversations, is hope. By definition, on Google, hope is defined as to cherish and desire with anticipation. Its strength is the strength of the person's desire. That's been a common feeling throughout the academy, even before it started. You're the second academy we've graduated during this pandemic, but you're the first one that took the commitment knowing that it was going on. Through many conversations between myself and Ms. Bauer, hope always seemed to come up. It was, I hope nobody gets COVID. I hope no one gets exposed to COVID. I hope we can have a normal graduation. As we proceeded on and you all took the challenge and did what you needed to do to protect yourself and protect your classmates, the hope began, I hope everyone passes. And everyone did. Every one of you all passed the 3 tests that it requires to sit here. Now the hope is that you'll leave here and go find the job that you came here to get the preparation to find. And that you'll take that job and you'll turn it into a career. And it's not just a career, but in my opinion, it's the greatest job in the world. It's the greatest career in the world. It never seems like work. But the more I got to thinking about what made you all successful in this, because to be quite honest, the mountain you had to climb from the start was pretty tough. Social distancing, mask, being careful what you do when you're away from here, being careful what you do while you're here. That's a lot to ask of people that are here on your own choice. Your group was successful because of a combination. I think it was the combination of your group all having hope that you would get to this day and then to the next day has made it into a goal. It was a group goal. You can build a team around a goal. And your team is very strong. And your team has done tremendous things. Your academy is one of the best academies we've ever seen come through. Whether by academic scores, by performance, by your abilities to get along with each other, by your ability to form a team and to do what it takes to get through this. Now the hope changes for you all. It becomes, I hope I get that job. I hope I do well on that agility test. That's your next things. Hope is very important. But what's also important is to understand that you can control the controllables. And that's what you've done. And that's what you need to continue to do as you seek employment. And when you get there, as you get the jobs, to continue to make sure that you're doing everything you can to prepare yourselves for the next steps in your career. Each and every one of you have everything that it needs and everything it takes to be incredibly successful as firefighters. I'm incredibly proud that you all have come through our program, that you chose our program. Along the way, you all have stepped up in numerous ways and have exceeded expectations. There have been leaders step up and take charge of things. There have been good followership. Your class has done incredibly well. As a matter of fact, your valedictorian is the highest score we've ever had. And it's the only time that I can remember that we've had 4 students finish with an average above 90. It's all you guys. That's the work that you've put in to make it here. But don't stop here. This is just the beginning of what it takes to have a successful career and to continue to push yourself and continue to grow. It starts here. It doesn't end here. Best of luck to you in your future. And congratulations for the accomplishments that you've had here since July. As I mentioned, the valedictorian, very impressive scores. The first time we've ever had anybody since we changed format score perfect on an exam. And what's even better is, I don't think you all realized there was a valedictorian award to the end. You all just did good work because it was for you and it was the right thing to do. You all worked hard. So, without further ado, I would like to congratulate Austin Booker, the Academy 15 valedictorian. Welcome you up.
Friends, families watching from home, distinguished guests, Mrs. Bauer, Chief Smith, Deputy Chief Love, Captain Thomason, thank you guys for being here today. My classmates, my friends, it was an honor and a privilege to start this academy and end it together. The technical and practical knowledge given to us by these great instructors was by far the priceless aspect that we got here today during this time. To be able to stand up here knowing that these veterans in the fire service are confident in our ability to effectively do this job is truly an honor. Through long days and hard work, we have come to this. Thank you all, and I hope to see you moving forward.
At this time, we would like to present each student with their certificate and recognize them for their accomplishment. Austin B. Booker. Weston Blake Buchanan. Kendon A. Holt. Jacob D. Jones. Jacob T. Lennon. Keyshawn J. Morrison. Victor Olivio Velez. Blake A. Polikoff. Camden L. Pressler. Bailey S. Taylor. Hunter T. Teal. Sarah Wise. Congratulations, all.
We're honored today to have a very good friend of mine who's been a great friend for many years deliver your keynote today. Chief Love has been a member of the Carthage Fire Department for 24 years. He served in numerous roles, and he truly knows what it means to serve the community and to do the best you can with it. He has demonstrated himself as a leader in that department in every role he's been in. So without further ado, I'd like to welcome Chief Jason Love to the podium.
Captain Thompson, thank you for that. Good afternoon. Thank you for allowing me to be here today. It's a privilege and honor to stand before each of you and be a part of the Sand Hills Community College Fire Academy graduation ceremony number 15. Never once did I expect my fire service career to take me from being a rookie to being asked to speak at your graduation. After 24 years, it's been a long and winding road of ups and downs for me to get to this point in my career. I have many reasons how, why, and who to thank for making it possible. However, today is not about me. It's about you and the huge step everyone sitting before me today has made. It may very well be the largest and most influential step in your life. As you were handed that piece of paper, you will be entering the greatest, however the most hazardous, occupation in the country. Each of you, no matter male or female, you are now part of the brotherhood. I'm going to share with you here soon a few individual characteristics that I feel have helped me become part of the great brotherhood. I would also like to charge you to do your own research and hope that you adopt your own individual characteristics that you will need in order to become a true member of the brotherhood as well. You see, the brotherhood, unlike people in today's society, it doesn't discriminate by gender, by race, or by religion. It's earned throughout your career, no matter if you work with the same people throughout your entire career or not. Most individuals earn the brotherhood title by proving to be by your side no matter what in some of the hardest times and the most difficult situations. Whether it be crawling down a dark, long, hot, smoky hallway with your partner, being a role model to someone, consoling a fellow firefighter on the loss of a loved one, or consoling the family of a fallen brother or sister. Each of you will need to practice and remain faithful to those qualities when you leave this facility today. As I stand here today, I can guarantee you that I have done all of these in my personal life and in my career life, and it will not be as easy to fulfill as you think it will. Some of you will have a harder time than others, and that's okay too. As I begin to explain my personal characteristics of what it takes to become part of the brotherhood, I'd like to ask you to try to remember some of what I say, as they may be beneficial to you in your career. Be compassionate to the people you serve. As Captain Thomason mentioned it, I'm pretty compassionate. But in the career, you'll see people at their best, you'll see people at their worst. They will hand you their lifeless child. They'll expect you to save their property. And they'll also expect you to fix their worst mistake in their entire life. Because compassion inspires us to be involved, there's a great sense of urgency to assist the people in need. Therefore, we can't help but to reach out to everyone in need, as it makes us sensitive to what they're facing. Most of all, compassion is the wish or desire to make the experience better, not only for me and you, but for everyone else. Always remember, each of us have compassion, and it costs nothing to share it. Be devoted to what you do. This is a profession that you chose to do. Each day you're on shift or volunteering, your time, I encourage you to do it well and do it with 100%. As always, remember that you represent your department no matter where you go. So if you choose to wear that shirt, wear it. If you choose to wear it to a different state, wear it. But always remember, there is someone that knows someone, and you should always lead by example and do the right thing, no matter if people are watching or not. Most of all, you're representing none other than the brotherhood. Be a listener. You've been taught enough and have enough certificates to get you in trouble. In saying that, you shouldn't use what you've learned in the past months and go to a firehouse and start questioning how things are done, or the seniority, or whatever. You have to go into the fire service learning and being a good listener. One of my very first classes in my career I took was at Sandhills Community College during their yearly Sandhills Emergency Services Seminar. That was many, many years ago. And even though I'm not that old, you don't really need to know when. I had this instructor for PPE class, and his name was R. Cox. He may be referred to now as retired Battalion Chief Cox, or Chief Cox, or Chief Rand. That was a hint, as some of you may know him too. However, he came into class that Saturday morning, and he said, you will be successful in this class if you do two things. Number one, and he did this, close your mouth. Number two, open your ears. He was referring to being a good listener, of course. Chief Cox and all the other instructors that you have had throughout your time have been very dedicated to you. Their experience and knowledge have been passed on to you, and no doubt will ensure you safety and effectiveness many years to come. I'm sure you've already been a good listener. If not, they would have dismissed you by now. Having said that, you need to attend every training opportunity available and be the best student for the rest of your career. With things changing daily, you will always learn something new. And part of being a good listener, what I tell my folks right down the road is, the tones will drop soon. And I'll ask you to do me one favor. Pause for a second and listen. Listen to what you're responding to. Believe it or not, it can determine how you prepare yourself while you're on the way to the incident. After all, it could just be a pager test and you rushed away from the kitchen table for nothing. Lastly, you may wonder why in the world I brought this traffic cone with me today. Well, it's another valuable lesson that was taught to me in my career many, many years ago. As you know, it can be used for many things. If you hold it one way, and you look through the big end of it, what do you see? A very small hole. In the fire service, we recognize that as tunnel vision. That's something that I hope each of you never get. However, if I take it and I turn it this way and I look, what do I see? I see a bigger picture. That's the way you need to focus on life throughout the rest of your career. Don't ever get tunnel vision. Always look for the big picture, because there's circumstances and situations that are hiding in the small picture that you can't see unless you look at it from the big picture. In closing, I'd like to share a couple Bible verses with you, if I can, that has helped me in life throughout my career. Number one, Romans 12:10 says, "Be devoted to one another in brotherly love. Honor one another above anything else." And number two, one of my favorites is John 15:13. "Greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends." And each and every one of you will go above and beyond for your partner, for the brotherhood, for your family, for anybody. I wish each of you the very best, and always remember to press on, keep the faith, and ensure that everybody goes home. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. As we close today, I'd again like to congratulate you for your accomplishments here. I'd also like to thank your families and your support systems for allowing you the opportunity to be here and to support you throughout this journey. I know it's been tough on you, and it's also been tough on them. When you get home this afternoon, tell them thank you yourselves, if you haven't already. You've achieved your firefighter, your hazmat, and for quite a few of you, your EMT. It's the basis it takes to get started. You're off to a great start. Please don't lose momentum. You all are the future of the fire service. Chief Lowe's been here he's been around for 24 years. I'm not far behind him. You all are the ones that'll be up here soon enough, passing it on to the next generations of firefighters. You have what it takes to do it. You've demonstrated it here, and we're incredibly proud of you for the effort, for the hard work, determination, and everything you've accomplished in this academy so far. And we really look forward to January when we get to come out and play with ropes in the cold. You all have done an incredible job. Thank you so much for your hard work, and congratulations. Academy 15, attention. Firefighters of Academy 15, you're dismissed.